all these pleasures bring me pain. My new physique forbids this vice, a tribute to my science hex. My palate paid a weighty price, a dread buffet of unwashed necks. My wistful memories yet demand taboos to which I am suscept of culinary riches banned. Still in my heart, where blood is kept, 'tis true I am to darkness wed, devoid of mortal appetite. Such is the plight of the undead, that I am robbed of my delight. For now the banquet is my bane, that taunts me with its luscious food. I stayed my hunger from a vein, just how much more can I endure? A treasure that to me was sex, now turned to mud, must blood suffice? I cry aloud to Deus Rex, who laughing rolled those faithful dice.
What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let 'em burn it out. Sell 'em to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay.
There we go. Now I'm talking and you guys can hear me. Jesus Christ. I think I was an amateur or some shit. NeoFly. We are going to have some fun with this one today. We are going to start a new series. And we are going to try to go through this thing without going into debt. I know that's a little crazy sounding, but we're going to try it. So, normally, and this is kind of the problem, I'm thinking about doing it in full survival. So, pro mode is one thing. It's still some customization. Survival, it's like completely out there. So, I have flown the Skyhawk G1000 a little bit. I've flown the Cessna 152 maybe 2 or 3 times. So my problem is that I go into this game and the first thing I do is pull out a shit ton of loans and everything else. And then we go through all the loans and I pretty much upgrade to a Grand Caravan, and part of running in the Grand Caravan, and then I immediately qualify for it, and then I'm off to the races in my flying. And it works like that a few times, and it's fine, It's not like it's a terrible idea or a terrible thing to do. But I've always wondered what it would be like to try to start this thing off and run the entirety of the game without going into debt, without doing that. So you just take bush missions or cargo runs or whatever. So we're going to take a look at the 152, the Skyhawk G1000, and the X-Cub. And we're going to kind of see what our options are before we start this thing. We are going to start... So my home here in Fort Wayne, we have two airports. We have our main airport, Fort Wayne International, and we have a smaller airport up north. Doesn't have a tower, so it just sits in Charlie airspace. You announce in and out and all that fun stuff. So I think we're going to start there until we get big enough to where we're doing more passenger stuff. Then we'll move up to the other airport. The reason why I'm staying in this area is because I know the airports. So if you want to play along, it's KSMD is where we're going to be starting. So the first thing we kind of want to do, here, let me pop this up. Let me see if this works. It does work so far. We'll have to see when I open it up the other one, when I get this thing fully up on my second monitor, how it's going to look. But we'll do this for now. So we're going to be looking at the X-Cub, the Cessna 152, and the Cessna Skyhawk G1000, and we're going to figure out which one of these we want to use for our initial run. As you can see, I was flying the 208 again. So, X-Cub. There's the 152. Cruise speed... Max altitude, about 14.7, 5 hour, 450 nautical miles. The 172 of the Skyhawk with the G1000 loaded has 640, but we also have a skis option and a floaties option. And then the X-Cub, I believe, is up here. Yeah, here it is. The Cub Crafters, there's the NX Cub. The regular, so this is the three-wheeled variant, or this way. This one's got the tail wheel. This one's got the floaties, and we've got skis. And those both are on the regular X-Cub variant. It looks like the only difference between the X-Cub and the NX Cub is two wheels with the tail wheel, or a tripod with the three wheels all on and doing it that way. So, and all of the aircraft, or all of the airplanes that are in here, with the exception of the Super Hornet and the Orbis Fly, so the McConnell Douglas Orbis Flying Eye Hospital. I think I put the rest of these are in the game to be purchased, and the only ones that are able to be purchased. So I've not flown the X-Cub. I'm kind of leaning toward it to try it. It's got a total weight of 2,300. It's got the pilot, the rear passenger, and then a baggage area. So this would work for bush missions and like dropping in for different stuff. So we could do the X-Cub, which is where I think we're going to go to. And so here is... Why doesn't this stay up when I tell it to? There we go. So here's Fort Wayne International. This is where we will eventually go. I don't want to start here because I kind of like having the freedom of not having to worry about taxi and hold and all that. So we're going to start off at KSMD, which is Smithfield here in Fort Wayne. If you want to know where this is at in the grand scheme of things in the United States, this is kind of what we're looking at. So Michigan's up here, Illinois is over here, Ohio's here. Down here is Kentucky, and down below that's Tennessee. We got the Great Lakes near us somewhat. But Yeah, that's Detroit. There's Toledo, Ohio. There's Fort Wayne, South Bend, some of the Fighting Irish. There's Chicago stuff all up through here. Fort Wayne's just kind of in this little chunked area. And we're going to be operating out of Smithfield to start. King Air. Okay, so here's what I'm looking at. I want to be flying NeoFly. And I don't know, James, if you've seen NeoFly or not. But NeoFly is a career mode thing. So we're going to go open Dark Air. And it allows us to start with $10,000 and one of 3 airplanes. The X-Cub, the Cessna 152, and the Skyhawk G1000. We start kind of doing bush stuff, and you can get loans, but I've only played this with dropping out as many loans as I can get, so I kind of want to try it without. So I'm trying to decide between the X-Cub, the Cessna 152, and the Skyhawk, or the 172, I think is what it's called. So either the X-Cub here. So you kind of start from nothing and you work your way up. Yeah, 172 or the 152. And I think if we're going to do bush missions where you're dropping in and doing all that, I think I'm going to start with the X-Cub. Mostly because I haven't flown it yet. So, let's get that set up. And we'll take a look at what the app has to offer. X-Cub, and I'm doing survival. So, there are a lot of things in here. It makes it's like the hardest way to go. So, open dark air, pilot added. Let's select it and start. That is not what I wanted to have happen. Give me a second. Okay, we're gonna do this though. I'll put it up here and push it up, and then we'll figure it out from there. Studio mode. Give me a second, guys. There we go. This will work. Can you read that, James? So, this is our bush. We're at KSMD. We have one flight. Set my tail number that I want. All right. So you have your missions. So you got advertising, but the advertising requires you to purchase out another plane. You've got aircraft market where you can buy stuff. You can buy and sell from goods, and you can do cargo hauls on your own instead of relying on the missions they give. We have us. We are a cadet, so we're at the lowest rank. We move up rank at 200. We're rated to fly single engine pistons. If we decide to go up, we have to get ourselves rated in all of those. If we look over here, sim rate, all this stuff is disabled. We crash, we're dead, and it ends everything. So let's take off. We do want airline at the moment. We don't want helo. Oh, actually, here we go. If we select this and this will give us what we can do at our rank and what we can do with our airplane. So I'll flip those back on for now. But I don't want to do advertising. Pulling a banner throughout the sky. Don't particularly feel like that. So, We've got passenger missions we can pull. We've got these, which are like cargo runs that we can do. These things down here are emergencies. So they're called drop zones. And you can run, kind of drop in and run emergencies. So you kind of like, there's a crash or something, doctor needs help, all that fun stuff. And so it gives you those things. It gives you the payout, how much XP, when the expiration date is on them. And then as you move up, you can purchase other airplanes. You can hire other pilots to fly your airplanes for you as you go up. There's a whole FBO thing that I haven't really looked into too much. But this is where we're staying away from. Normally I would just throw down some loans, buy a new plane, and go off. But I think we're going to mess around with this as a valid system, I think. Alright, let me go to the options real quick. I need to change up from when I was doing some recording tests earlier. Change this back to default. Alright. So, where were we? So, depending on, like, this one's 49 minutes, but it's up in cold water. How long would it take us to fly an X Cub from here to cold water? No, that's not where I wanted to do it. About 26 minutes to get up there. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, that's 10,000. 49, this one's 11,000. That one's down somewhere back down south. Let's do this one. It's a little bit more money. 90 XP. We have plenty of fuel for it. So then what we can do is we can zoom in and we can get an idea of where we need to land. So there's fields here. There's trees on this side, trees up here. So we're going to have to land in this field here. And it's just south of Matthews. So now, you fly a 747. I've never flown a 747-400. How you doing, Floss? All right. We are now going to find, we're starting at KSMD. We're going to find where this thing is. So we got to find Gas City, Huntington, Gas City, and down from there. There's Marion. There's Gas City. There's Upland. There's Matthews. All right, so we are just south of Matthews. And I think it's this spot right here. So if I switch back over to NeoFly, we can see it right about in that area. There's the old prairie swamp. There's a little block out. Yep, that would be it. So we can set ourselves as a custom arrival. 25 minutes to fly down there. I kind of want us to do... Yeah, VFR direct GPS. We're going to flight condition. We are going to clear it because I don't want to deal with that. We're going to set this during the day so that I can actually see. I don't want to deal with the snow. Although that Yeah, because live, yeah, I'm not doing live, especially right now. We got clouds and everything else at the moment, so we're just gonna clear flight conditions, set it during the day, and we are heading down here. But I want to start us not at the runway, because I want to do a full. There we are. I want to do a full startup because I've never done that in the X-Cub. So we run fly. And then I will show you once we get it up and going. It should be good here in a minute. Oh, X-Cub's got a screen. I have never flown this thing before, but this looks like a fairly little modern machine, doesn't it? All right, what do the checklists look like? Oh, dear God. Oh, thanks, Lost King. Flight controls, free and collect. We're good there. Ignition off. Mixture, let's see, that's the mixture. Set to lean. Prop speed control lever. Max RPM, carburetor heat. There's hot air. Oh, carb heat. In, we are good on that. Parking brake sets. Fuel selector to the fullest tank. Fuel. Sure. All right, battery switches on. Battery on. So we do have a Garmin machine. And there's autopilot on this thing too? What the hell? Oh, snap. This is even a nicer Garmin system than the 1000. This is like a 3000. You've got the whole split. What? All right, not gonna complain about that. All right, electric on until flow peaks and then off. Where does the flow peak at? Mixture to rich. Ignition switches are on. Prop is at 100. Throttle open a little bit. And clear prop. Around 1,000 idling. Oil pressure is holding and good. Lights as required, and our master avionics. Let's see, it's alternator. Where's our master avionics switch be at? Ah, here it is, avionics master. We'll flip our strobe and our navigation lights as well. Now, cool thing is we're taking this NeoFlight. We want to take this one. So we right click it and we click fly and it puts us into this thing. And then I can so it tells us that way. That the motor is on, the brakes are on, you hear the noise of them bringing guys up. All right. Let me get our nav up so I can kind of see where I'm going a little bit. And we're going to bring up ATC as well. ASMD traffic.
Kilo
Take off.
Sierra Mike Delta traffic dark 831 Hotel taking off runway 31 departure to the south.
Hello, K-Planes. Did that really just lock up from that? Oh, you gotta be kidding me right now. Why, Flight Sim? I am doing well, other than Flight Sim deciding it's going to be a pain in my butt. First flight, first mission, it's going to be a pain in my butt. All right. Now here's going to be the question is NeoFly going to end my career because I chose the hardest when I end task on this? We're going to find out here in a minute. Yeah, it's like first flight, about ready to kick off to first NeoFly mission, and NeoFly. Oh, what other planes do we have? We've got whatever that comes in the standard pack. I have the Microsoft Game Pass, so whatever the standard planes. I just never flown the X-Cub, and with running NeoFly as a career mode, we're starting a NeoFly career with no debt. Or at least that was the idea until that crashed on me. EasyJet onto Microflight Sim? I don't know. I actually haven't been playing this game all that long, maybe a couple of weeks tops. All right, thankfully that didn't conk us out. We're just doing some bush missions right now. If you haven't checked out NeoFly, it is an amazing free career add-on for Flight Sim. Yeah, I think I've been playing for like 2 weeks total, man. We were going to take a doctor to a crash site, and then Flight Sim froze up on me. So we're flying around in northeastern Indiana. I am going to flip on multiplayer if you guys want to come fly out and fly along. We're flying in and out of Airport I Can KSMD as our home base of operations. But I will turn on the full multiplayer in Flight Sim tonight. But yeah, Jamil, we were going to fly down But like I said, it kind of crashed up on us. So where we are going, we'll bring up NeoFly. We are going from Fort Wayne, KSMD, which is the northern airport in Fort Wayne, the smaller one, down here just outside of, just southeast of Marion. There's a field here where apparently there's a downed aircraft, and we're gonna grab that. This time I'm gonna go ahead. I did the startup procedures last time, so we're just gonna start on the runway. Now I gotta find this again. Muncie, Newcastle's too far. Anderson's there. Muncie, here we go. Upland, Matthews. And if we switch back over here, I think I found it. It's this field right here. So we're going to go ahead and set as our arrival there. 25 minutes, 54 nautical miles. We're just going to do a VFR. All players. I'm doing preset flight conditions, weather. I'm going to have it midday because we're expecting quite the winter storm at the moment, and I really don't want to deal with that. So we'll do this. We'll start on the runway, and we will fly it. You can do it both ways. You can do straight through airspace. So in NeoFly itself, they just have the line that you see. The line that you see here is just straight through, and then you can build your own flight plan if you went outside. But this will just tell you a line straight down through or whatever, just to kind of keep an eye. And it tracks the plane's location and all that. Any sort of a flight plan stuff you kind of do yourself. So you don't have to do the flight plan through NeoFly. It just tracks kind of where you're at and what you're doing. Uh-oh. What happened? Not have fuel in this thing? No, I've got fuel. What happened? The mixture must not have been clear prop. That was interestingly fun. All right. Well, let's rock and roll this thing, shall we? Oh, that thing is wiggly. Woohoo, that's wiggly. Engine failure. Right out the gate, engine failure. So if I wanted to build in my own flight plan for it, I could do that. I think what we're going to end up doing is just doing it this way. I do want to bring up my ATC.
Approach dark 831 831 Hotel is type Cub Crafters CC 19 1 miles southwest of Kilo Sierra.
This little cub,
700 feet.
this little X
Request clearance
Cub's
to transition
a
Charlie
little bit
airspace.
better than I was expecting it to be.
Squawk 1176.
Squawk 1176 Dark
1176.
831 Hotel.
Dark 831 Hotel radar contact 1 mile southwest of Kilo Sierra, Mike Delta 2,000 feet. Cleared through the Charlie airspace. Maintain own navigation.
Cleared through the Charlie airspace Dark 831 Hotel.
There we go. Yes, I set the server on all players. I'm flying out of KSMD. Fort Wayne International, which is right there in front of us, is KFWA. Not too high up. Probably right around 2,000. Hey, I'm going south. Is that odd or even? I can't remember. Is the south direction odd or even? For, I guess that's IFR, and I'm low enough for that. I'm not too worried, but I figure we'll stay right around here for now. 22 AGL, so it's right around 1,500 because I'm 800 feet.
Approach generic November.
About 2,000.
Alpha, 8,400 feet. Generic November.
Even is south? Okay, I couldn't remember off the top of my head.
9.9 continue as planned.
Zero 179 odd. Oh yeah, 180, 359 even. Yeah. I should make a little sticky note of that. Plus 500 for VFR. Oh, okay. So I should be 19.5. Or no. Either 15.
Dark 831 Hotel, you're leaving my airspace radar service. Terminated. Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved.
Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved Dark 831.
Were you flying out of Floss?
Approach Dark 831 Hotel is type Cub Crafters CC 19 4 miles southeast of Tree India, India 9 2,000 feet. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Dark 831 Hotel approach. Squawk 0306.
Squawk 0306 Dark 831 Hotel.
Dark 831 Hotel radar contact 4 miles southeast of Tree India, India 9 1,900 feet. Cleared through the Charlie airspace. Maintain own navigation.
Cleared through the Charlie airspace Dark 831 Hotel.
Squawk 0306. Yep, it's there. Indent. Yeah, I'd like everyone to note I am not a pilot. I am a simmer who's been playing this for about 2 weeks. Okay, so you're flying out of KSMD. Gotcha. Yeah, Fort Wayne International, which is right there about 4 miles ahead of me, is KFWA. Although I have a feeling you're going to overtake me, but I'm not sure what you're going to overtake me in. Probably autopilot this a little bit. TMB 930? Nice. Let us... Uh...
500.
I don't know how to do that. Honestly, all I did was just did all players. What am I trying to build a PC? Have a heck of a time finding a GPU? Yeah. It's a bit ridiculous right now finding GPUs. Alright, you know what? We're just gonna fly this thing by hand. I'm not messing with that anymore. We're going back up. I need to figure out how that whole thing works. Because right now all I did was just typed in or selected to allow all players in the thing. Your best bet, Moto, is to find someone like get alerts from like Best Buy or whenever they have them back in stock or whatever. Why fly by hand? Because the frickin' vertical navigation shit wasn't working right, and I was gonna end up diving down in. Uh, 1656 gig. It depends on what you're doing, honestly. It's all going to depend on what you're doing. What is going on here?
Approach generic November 4800 Charlie, 6,700 feet.
Generic November 4800 Charlie, approach altimeter 29.902, continue as planned.
If that's kind of where you want,
Approach Cessna November 5.
go for it.
Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
I don't know. It's
Cessna
that's
November 5359 approach. Cleared through the Charlie airspace.
that's a little rough on how to do that.
Stargate 31 hotel traffic is 4 o'clock 4 miles at 900 feet Cessna Skyhawk. Report them inside.
Yeah. 1050, you're not going to see that much jump from to a 1050 to a 1650.
Is 1 o'clock Mach 4 miles.
Hey, Activision.
At 1,700 feet, Cub Crafter CC-19. Report them in sight.
Yeah, I got him in sight.
Dark 8 Tree 1 Hotel traffic in sight.
I'm, Floss, I'm guessing that's you ahead of me.
Traffic in sight.
Where am I flying? I am flying to a crashed airplane in a field south of Fort Wayne. Still crash 1650? I don't know. I managed to find a 2070 Super right before the 3000 series dropped, so I was one of the last ones that got it before it went crazy. South of my home state of Fort Wayne, Indiana. Here, I'll pull up NeoFly. I figured that was you. So we're heading to this field right here. We are about here. And this is map of the US and where we are located at in this area. So heading down to here. Took off from SMD up here. Kind of zigzagged away around a little bit, but we're heading down to this area down here. That map is from a career add-on called NeoFly. So you can pick up missions, and it kind of gives you a career progression of different stuff and types of things that you can do to kind of give flying a little bit more of a generalized meaning or whatever. Yeah, it might. Yeah, anything's probably better than a 1050. I was wondering what the beeping was, but I think that was a proximity warning, right? I think. Getting dive bombed. I love it.
Dark 831 Hotel York, leaving my airspace radar service. Terminated. Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved.
Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved. Dark 8 Tree 1 Hotel. Approach Dark 8 Tree 1 Hotel is type Cub Crafter CC-19 5 miles southeast of 60 India November 1,900 feet. Request flight following.
Dark 831 Hotel approach. Squawk 7313.
Squawk 7 Tree 1 Tree Dark 8 Tree 1 Hotel.
Dark 831 Hotel radar contact 6 miles southeast of 60 India November 1,800 feet. Altimeter 29.902.
Roger Dark 8 Tree 1 Hotel.
Here we go.
Cessna 61 S3 contact approach on 1 tree 2.1 flight. Good day.
That's kind of fun.
1 tree 2.1 flight for Cessna 61 X-ray.
Approach Cessna November 1474 3,100 feet.
Cessna November 14748 approach altimeter 29.902 continue as planned.
Why do you have your gear down? Keep your gear up. That's what I'm trying to tell him. Floss, put your gear up. Well, there he went, right to the ground.
On 134.45. Good day.
Oh, that was funny.
134.45 for generic 42 Tango.
Cessna 60 Victor contact Chicago Center on 119.85. Good day.
Oh, that was fun.
for Cessna 60 Victor.
It's a happy plane. He definitely bounced. This thing's a slow plane, but it's fairly modern. I wasn't expecting that. Well, I'm sure he'll be back at me after a bit. I gotta say, without all the shit on the ground, all the snow and stuff, it doesn't look half bad around here. Can I live change?
Approach Cessna November 3903, Quebec 1,400 feet.
Cessna November 3903, Quebec approach altimeter 29.92, continue as planned.
Uh-oh. What happened? I don't know what happened there. Yep. Oh, I can feel it. Now it's buffed. Now I turned on live weather, and now it's buffeting back pretty hard. It almost hit 60 today. Tomorrow is when it's going to be snow as all get out. Yeah, we're going to have sheets of ice tomorrow morning and then piles of snow on top of it. Yeah, now that I flipped on actual weather, you can see the buffeting of the wind and everything, because it is windy out there. What are the winds right now? Humidity... Yeah, not terrible. Not great. Yeah. Yeah, so this is live weather for us right now. I don't have the live day-night cycle because it's almost 6 p.m. Could I do that here too? Yeah.
Cessna 69er, X-ray traffic alert. 6 o'clock less than 1 mile.
So this would be what it would actually look like right about now.
Report them in sight.
Which is kind of pretty. There it is, real time.
Cessna 69er, X-ray traffic in sight.
Approach Cessna November 9er 2689er ready to copy IFR clearance to 8 Whiskey India Tree. Cessna November 9er 2689er is cleared to 8 Whiskey India Tree Airport as filed. Climb and maintain 6,000 feet.
Alright,
Departure frequency is 127.2 squawk 7664. Clearance void 30
I
minutes from now.
think I'm going to switch. I'll keep the weather, but I'm going to switch the time back to the day just so I can see better.
Cessna November 9er 2689er cleared to 8 Whiskey India Tree Airport as filed. Climb and maintain 6,000 feet. Depart Cessna 73 Sierra, you are 24 miles east. Climb and maintain 2,800 feet. Expect vectors visual runway 2 tree approach.
Hang on, I saw someone again. Who do we got this time?
Climb and maintain 2,800 feet. Expect
Where is
vectors visual runway 2 tree approach. Cessna 73 Sierra.
Some flash by for a second. Oh yeah, Hills, you're remote. Minimum tomorrow and Thursday. Yeah. Thing 2 school already messaged me and said that they are remote tomorrow.
877 Alpha 5,900 feet.
E-learning day on Wednesday.
Generic November 9er 877 Alpha approach altimeter 29.98 continue as planned.
You stalled out? Nice. Finally gonna give new boss my cell number. Oops. Yeah, he might need that, huh? He might need that a little bit. Ooh, that was a whip close. The hell happened there?
Cessna 73 Sierra, please expedite your climb 2,800 feet. Approach Cessna November 84719er 3,200 feet. Cessna November
There he is.
84719er approach altimeter 29.98 continue as planned.
I'm about halfway there. That is the one thing about this X-Cub, though. Not a bad plane. Really, really slow.
Cessna 73 Sierra, please expedite your climb 2,800 feet.
Almost, you know what? We're going to cancel the flight
Approach Dark
following.
831 Hotel, cancel flight following.
Dark 831 Hotel approach, cancellation received. Fog 1200. Frequency change approved.
A Super Cub? They do have the NX Cub. I don't know if it's a Super Cub, but I... See, why does it keep doing that?
500.
Every once in a while, I'll just drop altitude out of nowhere.
Cessna climb 2,800 feet.
There is an add-on. It's a free add-on. It's like a group that does bush flight stuff. I need to refine where I found that at. But they remodified out a bunch of the bush stuff to give you one of those. Just a bad air pocket where I just suddenly dip. All right, we're setting this back up to clear. There we go. I don't believe so. Redlining RPM.
Contact Salt Lake approach on 132.4. Good day.
I switched to clear skies. I don't know if I was just hitting pockets.
2,400 feet. Cessna November 5359er, 4 approach altimeter 29.92 continuous.
But I've also never flown this plane before tonight, so I don't know how it usually acts or reacts or any of that.
for Cessna 500.
November 9er, 763 Quebec, 1,100 feet. Cessna November 9er, 763 Quebec approach altimeter, 29.92 continue as planned. Cessna 730, please expedite your climb 2,800 feet. Cessna 730 traffic is 4 o'clock 4 miles at 900 feet Cessna Skyhawk. Report them in sight. Cessna 719er traffic is 1 o'clock 4 miles at 2,800 feet Cessna Skyhawk. Report them in sight.
Approach generic November 7710 Juliet 900 feet.
Looking for you there, Floss.
November 7710 Juliet approach altimeter 29.92 continue as planned.
Yeah, if you like countryside stuff, this isn't a bad area to be at. We got lots of fields and lots of trees and lots of green half the year. It's not the most beautiful place in the world, lacking hills and all that, but hey, it's farmland and all sorts of fun.
Maintain present heading and altitude Cessna 73 Sierra. Cessna 73 Sierra has the runway in sight. Cessna 73 Sierra, you are 11 miles northeast of Fort Wayne. Maintain present heading and altitude. Contact tower on 119.1. 10 Juliet, contact South
Southern
Bend
BC,
on 13
love that plane here.
20
Yeah.
flights. Good day. Maintain present heading and altitude.
Southern British
Now on
Columbia.
119.1 Cessna 73 Sierra.
BC, that is West Coast, if I remember my
132.05 generic 10 Juliet.
Canadian geography correctly. Isn't that West Coast of
Generic
Canada?
77 Alpha traffic is 1 o'clock 4 miles at 1,000 feet Cessna Skyhawk. Report them in sight.
I think.
Cessna Flight 904 traffic is 1 o'clock 4 miles at 1,000 feet generic. Report them in sight.
Right? Am I crazy? It's like British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan. I always get Manitoba and Ontario confused, but those are the next two. And then Quebec. And then like Newfoundland and Nova Scotia is way off that side. And then the Northern or the Northwest Territories, none of it. Just above, yeah, okay. Washington, yeah, okay. Does it go Manitoba, then Ontario, or Ontario then Manitoba? Going from west to east. Because that's the one I don't remember. But I do know it's British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, and then either Manitoba or Ontario, and then those two have flopped. I think it's Manitoba, then Ontario. And then Quebec, Newfoundland, Nova Scotia over there, like I was saying. All I missed was Yukon and PEI. Where's PE? Those are... Oh, right. Yukon is up by Alaska. Where's PEI? Which one? Where is that at? Oh, Prince Edward's Island is the islands there, or is its own?
Cessna Flight 904 traffic is 2 o'clock 4 miles at 1,000
Not
feet
heading
generic.
for an airport at the moment. I am heading for
Approach generic November 7710
there.
Juliet 1,000 feet.
So it's a custom spot. I'm landing in a field by Old Prairie Swamp, just south of Matthews. Dropping off a doctor there.
Generic 10 Juliet.
So that's where I'm heading.
Landmark 3022, please expedite your climb 2,300 feet.
All right, Moto.
Landmark 3022.
I did not realize that Prince Edward's Island was its own province. That's kind of cool. You have a great time, Moto. Thanks for coming out and chatting, man. Appreciate you.
Generic 634 climb and maintain 2,700 feet. Cessna 72 X-ray, please expedite your climb 3,300 feet. Generic 73 Echo, please expedite your climb 2,900 feet. Cessna 07 Bravo, please expedite your climb.
All right, how do I turn this
3,600
chick off? I don't want to listen to them anymore.
Generic 410, please.
Cessna 500, contact South Bend approach on 132.05. Good day.
Somewhere.
132.05.
There is a way to turn off or turn down comms. I don't remember how to do that. Do I hear another? Maybe not. Oh, that looks pretty. Still good on fuel. That's not bad looking. Alright, so at some point, or too long, we're going to be finding our space, because there is our custom area. And then we land close to it.
On 125.375. Good day.
Put the parking brake, the dock will get out, and then we'll be off on our way again.
125.375 for Cessna 456.
And then we go fly back to an airport, which I'll just find a close by airport. And then we'll pick up another mission back up close to where we were going, or where our home is, and pop around that way. It's slow, but I like her. I was not expecting to have autopilot and all that in a next Cub for some. I don't know why. I just figured it wouldn't. Actually, traveling down about 90 miles an hour. Pretty happy with that.
Cessna Zulu Sierra Charlie traffic is 10 o'clock, 4 miles at 1,700 feet. Cop Crafter CC 19. Report them in sight.
I wish.
Cessna Zulu Sierra Charlie have the Cub Crafter CC 19 in sight.
Alright, we're less than 3 miles from the drop zone, huh? It's going to be off to our right. It's in that, see that little swamp area right over there off to our right over here?
Cessna Zulu Sierra Charlie traffic alert. 9 o'clock, less than 1 mile, 1,500 feet. Cop Crafter CC 19. Report them in sight.
Yeah.
Cessna
See him there?
Zulu Sierra Charlie contact Indianapolis Center on 120.65. Good day.
.65 for Cessna Zulu Sierra Charlie.
Just like that, we land in a field. Ambulance, there's a plane down. That wasn't terrible. And that is a successful bush landing. And that's how that's done, people.
Salt Lake approach Cessna November 2965, Tango 1,000 feet.
So yeah, that's what, so now all I have to do is just get to an airport. So let's find a nearby airport.
Kilo Sierra Mike Delta traffic dark 831 hotel is clear of the runway.
Alright, so we gotta go find an airport to go land at. First, we gotta get out of here without crashing. If we can. There we go. Okay, nearest airport is Hickory Hills. I don't know where Hickory Hills is.
India 67 traffic dark 831 hotel 7 miles southwest
We need to go
1,600 feet inbound
northeast.
to land runway 28.
Which we're kind of going. I'm not sure where it's at. But it's going to be one of those places. So let's go back. We're back. Alexandria, let's see. 9 Marion, 4. No. We're just gonna head back up to Fort Wayne because I am not sure. Especially when it comes to, I could probably find my way actually to Marion. Let's look this up on NeoFly real quick. Where is, there's Marion Center. There's the airport. We're going to land on runway 22.
Mike Zulu Zulu traffic dark 831 Hotel 11 miles southeast 3,300 feet inbound to land runway 22.
There's Marion right there. We'll land at you. This'll work. Curve up on the north side a little bit, and then we'll drop down in an honor. That's where we'll end up. We'll be fine. Hey Hills, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm just doing some Slayer dummies and using the Knowledge Bomb and my Prime Aura and my artifact. So I'm getting
A shit ton of XP.
72% extra XP right now.
Nice.
Yep, I've already got one level, so I'm Slayer 95 now.
Oh, that's nice.
Yep.
Floss King was in flying around me. It was kind of cool. Just having fun with that one.
Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 people in your chat tonight. It's kind of cool.
I'm liking it. Yeah, I restarted my my career mode thing, but this time I'm doing it with 0 debt. Because normally what I would do is I would just take out a whole bunch of loans to get the airplanes that I wanted and just fly that. And this time I'm actually going to do the missions to work my way up and buy airplanes when I can actually afford them and make enough money in the career mode to do it. I think the last career mode I was playing around with, I was $140 million in debt. Because I discovered you could just take out more loans to pay off old ones. Or to make payments. I was never going to get myself out of that one. So I was just treating it like an American with a credit card. No biggie. Hey James, you still around? I know you're playing their other game, but I just didn't know if you were still around or not. Alright, so once we get down here into Marion, then I will pull up our missions thing again and see. You're still lurking? Oh, okay. Did you see all the stuff about the NeoFly and kind of all the stuff that it adds to the kind of gives the flying a little bit more purpose and a little extra stuff around? Which I think is kind of cool. Like there, when I dropped down in that field, there was a crashed airplane, an ambulance, and a few other things, and I was dropping the doctor off down there. Which I think is kind of cool that it interacts with the game that way. Airport is up here and to my left a bit. Still flying around me there, Floss? Once I land, I'm going to turn on... I'll be flying out of this airport again when I'm done. But also, once I land, I will be turning on the thing where it will pop up your name and I can actually see you. there's the runway. Just to give you a heads up. I'll be doing that so that I think I can set the settings so I can see you. Over the place where I'm going, was that KMZZ? Kilo Mike Zulu Zulu. Oh, I guess I could have plugged it in the flight plan on my on the thing. We go. I overshot it. Just a skosh. Oh, I see you down there. Just off the runway slightly. There we go. Look at that work. Sweet. And look at that. All right. So if we go back to NeoFly, here he comes. Hear him buzzing through. So that one was done. We got it. We got our paycheck for it. And now we can look at what we have out of Marion. Back up to Fort Wayne. What do we got going on here? We have an emergency not far from Smith Field. Ooh, this one's going to be a little rougher. There's an elementary school. There's a bunch of houses. This is going to be a little harder. We might be able to land on the road here. But I think we'll end up landing at the school. Because there's a decent sized field here coming in. So let's take this one. Fly it. that's close enough that we can follow our pathway back to Smithfield and then deviate from there. But I think we can either land on Bethel Road here, but this Hickory Elementary School, I think, with Carroll Harry School, this is going to be our best bet, I think. So let's do this. Let's do another one of these. We'll kick that off. I don't remember. Okay, let me see if I can do this here. Assistance, or is it in general? Traffic. Nope, that's not it. Miscellaneous. Graphics, maybe? No. I don't think it's in... No, it's not in assistance options. It's got to be somewhere in general. Multiplayer is on. I'm not sure where that is, Floss. It might be something out of... Oh. Clear prop. It might be something out of the other, but let's go get this pilot out. Let me do it this way. Oh, you fade out into existence when I come near. So we're flying back up near KSMD. It'll be a little bit northeast. Oops.
Sierra Mike Delta traffic dark 831 Hotel taking off runway.
Why am I there? I'm not even at that airport. Sweet. Alright, the cockpit view for a bit. My sort of see what I'm doing. Let's see, altitude. Hello, Iris. How are you doing this evening? No. We're turning off the autopilot for now. I have not been down to Australia since the update. I installed the update earlier today, so I haven't gone out and seen Australia since then. Yeah, Iris, I'm flying around the X-Cub. I started a new NeoFly series where I'm not going to go into debt with. I'm going to try to go completely debt-free on this thing. So I decided to start the X-Cub because I'd never flown it before, thinking it was going to be archaic on the inside, much like, or no, maybe archaic's the wrong word. I thought it was going to be more akin to the 152, and to my surprise, it's not. There's a lot of fun stuff in here. Let me close this for a minute. Let me get this out. I want it to run on my current heading that I have locked in. How do I do that? Whatever. I am eventually going to fly the Beechcraft. I wanted to start this new, kind of a new series thing and just kind of play with this. See what I could do with it. Yeah, I do want to fly. I've got some ideas. I've got an around the world trip that I'm going to do, but I don't know if I'm going to do it live on here or if I'm going to do it as a video series still. But I do want to fly around the world in a Beechcraft. And I think not only fly around the world in a Beechcraft, I'm going to recalculate it out so I hit every continent. If I can manage to get a Beechcraft to McMurdo. I don't know if I can get it down to Antarctica or not. But I'm going to try. Yeah, I'm just running a couple of bush missions real quick, and then I'm going to fly around the Beechcraft. Should we get down to Australia and check out the Australian update? Anyone think that might be fun to do? Or anyone got any suggestions of where? Antarctica is a sketchy place? Yeah. But it's still one of the, still one of the continents. And I kind of want to fly the continents. Sketch or no sketch? I didn't really look at it to see what was all updated. If is it terrain update or is it like sightseeing update? I'll do a sightseeing trip from Sydney up to Brisbane, up the coast. Should I do it in the Beechcraft? Get some more stick time on the Beechcraft before I do the crazy stuff. Yeah, I need to look at it again too. How was your day, Iris? Do it? Yeah, we'll go once this mission's over with, we'll go Beechcraft. Well, this might take a minute. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Hang on. Let me get this. Is it 530i or 350i? It is. There it is, 350i. All right. There we go. We are going out of Kingsford out of Sydney. General access C name. All right. I'll check that out in a bit. We are also going to run this during the day. I live far away. If I answer a question, it might be white. No, it's the delay in the stream. Let's just fly up the coastline and see how far we get. How does that sound? Pine Gap, the American spy base in? Nice. Alright, yeah, we'll take off out of Sydney. $16R. YSSY, Kingsford Smith International out of Sydney. A bunch of cool stuff to see out here, isn't there? Look at all these people that are flying around down here, huh? This could be fun. Oh, right. I was going to look at that.
Sydney Tower Dark 831 Hotel ready at runway 16 right, departing straight out.
Dark 831 Hotel altimeter 29er decimal.
Here, we're going to do this, though. We're going to flight assistant, have him run all that, so maybe I don't hear it. I'm running Ultra on mine. Okay, you said that it was under General. Accessibility? No. Or was it back in the main menus that you were talking about there, Floss? Oh, show traffic nameplates on. Here it is. Maybe? Yeah, there it is. Yes, I know. I'm firing up the engines now. Torques are coming online, but engine 2 is... Yeah. I knew the white stick is, but I went to the menus and came back and my engine shut off, so I got to refire them back. I think we're good now, right? Yep. We're good now. There we go. Now, close this one out completely. Hello there, Iris.
Dark 831 Hotel leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Sydney Tower Dark 831 Hotel frequency change.
Cool.
Approach Dark 831 Hotel is type Beechcraft King Air 3 miles south of Sydney, 2,200 feet. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Yeah, I will be
Dark
turning that
831
off in a
Hotel
minute.
approach. Squawk 2302.
So how was your day?
Squawk 2302 Dark 831 Hotel.
Dark 831 Hotel radar contact 4 miles south of Sydney, 3,000 feet. Cleared through the Charlie airspace. Maintain on navigation.
Cleared through the Charlie airspace Dark 831 Hotel.
Alright, now I gotta remember how to turn down or off that sound. Well, that was some severe overspeed.
I can see. It's just so weird how I hear you in Discord, but also hear you in the stream. It is such a big delay.
Yeah, there's probably a 5 or 6 second delay between what's going on here and what's in the what's on the stream.
You can mute the sound on YouTube. That's usually what I do.
Oh, that makes it so much better.
Yeah, it's super confusing when it's delayed and you can hear yourself.
Alright, let's go back to the external view. I don't think I've ever really flown around Sydney before. This is kind of pretty. Please don't freeze. Okay. There's the Opera House.
Oh, that looks cool.
I think it doesn't do well for internals, but back out to externals.
That's so far, man. I
Oh yeah.
We're gonna overspeed somehow.
Come on. Oh, I'm all over the place. It's generally not a bad aircraft, just learning to fly it properly. Well, I've thrown properly out the window. I'll fly it like I fly the F-18. There we go. Go check out the Opera House now. See if I can do it without crashing.
A lot of my friends, so I don't like the Beechcraft because it's like so slow compared to the other, either I'm just like fucking twins, like twin engines, or something like that.
Oh, that was cool. Alright, let's head out. If we can't get out in the countryside a bit and see what that all looked like. I think this is the right direction for that. Yeah, we're heading inland now. Yeah, I think the Diamond is faster as a twin engine. Like I just have whatever the base version of the game is, so I'm very limited on my twin engines until I go up to jet.
I think it's like a few knots faster.
I mean, this thing's pretty quick, but it's also very much a luxury plane, like one step down from a corporate jet or something like that.
Yeah. What my like dream private plane in my mind would be like maybe the 350i and then the Citation longitude, like
Yeah,
stuck together.
I like the Citation. Even the CJ4 is a gorgeous plane.
But back then, I was very weirded out when the CJ4 or the longitude or Citation was like could go higher altitudes than the 747.
Yeah. That point of interest out there. Yeah, Sydney is definitely beautiful.
Yeah.
Never made it down south to Sydney, but I did spend some time in Brisbane.
I'm doing nothing. What do you want? Fine. Go. I'm doing a call with a streamer. How do you call stream? Okay, excuse me.
Mm-hmm. Lazy Melbourne to Elderly flight. Melbourne looks superb. I kind of want to see what Brizzy looks like. Let's see. Flight plan. All right, Floss. Yeah, I had a lot of fun too. We'll have to do that again sometime. What's the code for Brisbane Airport? Brisbane Airport is B&E. Oh wait, it's Y here, right? So it's Y B&E. No. Oh, YBBN. BBN. Enter. All right.
Oh, everyone can hear me. Oh, shoot.
That's all right.
You're not the first person to have kids in the background on stream, and you won't be the last. Especially on the stream.
What in the world?
There we go. We're gonna go fly up to Brisbane. I'm not sure how long. Oh wow, it's like 400 nautical miles. That'll take a minute to get there. But that's all right. It'll be beautiful going up. I will take it. Great Barrier Reef was a good flight. Nice. Off and out. That is gorgeous out there. Drop a little bit altitude. Let's run it at about 3,500, shall we? Alright, there we go. We'll go back to the extra. Maybe that's one thing I'll learn how to do is make my own custom liveries. So I have an old logo that I used for a little bit before I switched to the Ducky. That very much looks like it could be an aircraft logo. Give me a second. Oh, okay, we are moving it for that. I want to make sure I wasn't crashing. Alright, let's see if I can find this thing. That's not quite what I wanted to do, is it? It's an SVG, so it was showing up that way. Let me try this. Let me try exporting as a PNG. Okay, you can view it then.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, I was kind of going at there for a while. I was kind of going for the whole wing thing, and then I kind of abandoned it. But I always thought to myself that it looked like those. I remember when I was a kid flying with my parents or whatever, they would give us like little wings that we could pin onto our shirts or whatever at the airlines, the airplanes. And it reminded me of that with the wing. And now I was thinking about, like, that would be the perfect livery logo for an airline. It kind of functions that way. It'd be kind of nice.
Request flight following. Dark 831 Hotel Melbourne Center.
So does that the straight reference you made this logo?
Yeah, I just thought of it. I mean, I didn't really reference anything else. I kind of made it. I dabble around in that kind of stuff.
Contact 10 miles southwest of Yankee Mike, Victor Mike, 3,500 feet. Altimeter 29.902.
All right, we're figuring out how to turn that
Roger,
off.
Dark 831 Hotel.
128
Oh, here it is. COM 1 down to 0. Haha, there we are. Now I don't have to listen to them anymore.
I know the intercom is a bit annoying.
Yeah, especially when you're just kind of doing a flight like this.
A free fly and then just like gain access to the airport. Or I don't know what like Microsoft Flight Simulator says. It said like runway access or something like that when you're sometimes not even landing, so.
Yeah, I don't know. There are a lot of hills through here. Very much Ripley Hills. I don't think we're going to hit anything. I think we're high enough up that we're not going to hit anything, but we're not very high up at all. Oh, I didn't even look to see if we had enough fuel to get us there.
Oh.
Can I cheese this? Oh, I can cheese it. Now we have enough fuel to get there. Yeah, they definitely did a good job with this. Mangrove Mountain Airport. This countryside would be crazy to try to do like bush missions in and stuff.
Oh, definitely.
It'd be fun, but it'd be insane.
Hey, let me see your stream for a second. Oh, yeah. Oh, but that's a lot.
Dark 831 Hotel. Brisbane Center, Dark 831 Hotel, 3,500 feet.
Oh, Darren, you're on unlimited fuel? Nice. Yeah, I just cheesed the fuel up a little bit. Flew a little west out of Sydney and then ran myself up into a GPS VFR up to Brisbane. So now we're just running this trek. It is absolutely gorgeous, though, that's for sure.
Also, I want to ask you a question.
Yeah, go for it.
What is like the most amount of people you have ever gotten on one single stream?
Probably this one.
This one, I saw like I saw the top was like 7.
Oh, like,
so.
concurrent viewers at a time?
Yeah.
This one peaked at 12.
12. Okay.
I don't know. I have to look through my... I haven't really paid that close attention to the analytics. I just stream because I enjoy doing it. I'm not trying to do anything else with the streams, really. Except make friends every once in a while when someone decides to pop in and stick around.
Yeah.
Made a few friends that way. You're the newest and the latest and the greatest.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Yeah, this is just high enough up where I'm not going to have to worry about anything, but close enough that I can see everything. It's kind of cool.
The large FOV is like messing with my brain a bit once you move around.
Yeah, the ultra wide kind of, it warps just a bit, and it's got a little bit more of an FOV. This is a little bit better.
Do you also remember the Brazil glitch? Where like a huge, I don't know, like more than 1,000 meters down to the ground?
I don't remember that. I haven't been playing very long, so I think I missed that one.
Oh yeah, I think before you were playing, in Brazil there was this huge, like, 1,000 meter, like, gap in the middle of something.
No, these are
A
Kaizen
lot of people just use the
ZS10 Pros.
172s to get down and try to land there. They made it like a landing challenge or something like that.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, and then they said like hashtag like land short challenge, something like that. I don't remember, but it was definitely pretty amazing to see that. But once I really looked into it, and once I actually played on it, it looked horrifying. It was such a big drop.
Give me a second there, mate, and I will send you this. Give me just a second. Because they're really, for as cheap as they are, they're kind of nice. Da-dum. Can I just delete all the ref on this? Just take this. Let's see if this works before I paste it in. Yep. Here we are. Those are what I'm using for my my earphones. Sorry, someone's asking about my earphones, so I wanted to find and post a link to them.
Oh, I see it. Amazon.com.
Yep, KZZS10 Pros.
Let me check it out.
Yeah, multiple drivers per ear, which is kind of nice. Ooh, now we're getting off out of the mountains, about ready to drop down to some flat. Oh, this is cool. Cheers, mate. Appreciate you stopping by. I should put together an entire gear list of stuff that I'm using or have or whatever at some point. I should put together a gear list. I wonder what this would look like if we were to go full live. What time is it in Australia? Live weather, real time. Oh, I guess it is at oh, because it's cloudy. Alright, that's a little bit. No, I only stream on YouTube. I do Sunday, Monday, and Tuesdays. I stream on YouTube. I'm currently editing some videos. I'm gonna start putting some videos out and stuff too. I think I'm gonna go back to clear skies because apparently it's pretty cloudy and rainy around this area of Australia.
Oh, wow.
Thought it glitched for a second, and then I realized I was just flying through clouds. Alright. Well, we'll go back to weather clear. There we go. That makes it easy enough.
Yeah. The one single thing that I don't like about the 350i is the front landing gear. It's just that it's too much for me. It's like too much at the front of the...
Oh, yeah.
I don't really like the look of it, so... It is still one of my most favorite passenger planes, though.
It's a nice little plane. It's smooth to fly. I like flying it.
Yeah, definitely.
Ellerslie Airport. That airport looks like it's a small strip runway. Yeah, I've got some friends that live in Brisbane that I stay in contact with regularly, and they've mentioned the same thing. Like, where I'm at here, we're prepping for quite the winter storm coming up. It's supposed to start raining pretty heavy tonight and then switch to snow tomorrow and Thursday. So we should be getting about 20 inches of snow over the next 48 hours. So just shy of 2 feet in 2 days. Not looking forward to that. All those people back behind, all out. $18E. 820N. This is cool. I like it. Where are we at? 322 nautical miles. we're still like a little over an hour to get to Brisbane, aren't we? Alright, where else should we check out in this place? I forgot how big Australia was. I was like, oh, I'll just redirect up there. And nope. Let's see. Let's pop out of here. Let's go check out somewhere else in Aussie. I think... Cruising speed of 244 knots. Actually a pretty quick little plane. I mean, citation's 451. Or... Oh, the TBM 930 is 330 knots? Jeez. Yeah, it's a pretty big dumping of snow coming up for us. Midwest US, and it's coming. We're gonna run here. Super Bowl's gonna be in Los Angeles. It'll be fine. So, hang on. I'll use this as an example. All right, so Super Bowl's going to be down in this area. I'm over here. So I'm out by Chicago. So the Chicago area, the Chicagoland area, this whole area out here is going to be getting all that snow. Pretty much where this strip of clouds here is. And then down here in a couple weeks, the Super Bowl, it'll be fine. All right, so where else should we fly? Adelaide to Melbourne, you said was beautiful. You know what? Let's fly out of Melbourne and head down toward Tasmania. We're going to fly in the TBM 930 just for giggles, because I haven't flown that plane yet either. So we're going to fly this thing. So we're going to go out of Melbourne, and then we're going to fly down through here and then down. Which should be fun. I haven't flown down to Tasmania before. I think that's Tasmania. If I'm wrong, someone correct me. Hope to see the Rams win. I just hope for a good game. All right.
One hotel ready for straight out departure at runway 31 right.
All right, cockpit for a minute. This ain't a bad little plane. Sweet. See what's out this way.
Dark 831 Hotel leaving my airspace, frequency change approved.
Looks gorgeous. I got you, Iris.
Dark 831 Hotel, did you hear my last transmission?
Unfortunately, I did. Hang on, I had to turn off the comms again. Forgot to do that. Nope, that's airflow. MFID.
Dark 831 Hotel, did you hear my last transmission?
Morabin Tower Dark 831 Hotel frequency change.
All right, that'll work.
Melbourne Center Dark 831 Hotel is type Day or TBM 98 miles southwest of Morabin, 3,900 feet. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Dark 831 Hotel, Melbourne Center. Squawk tree 123.
Squawk Tree 123 Dark 831 Hotel.
Generic Yankee Mike Victor, please expedite your descent 2,000 feet. Dark 831 Hotel radar contact 9 miles southwest of Morabin, 4,900 feet. Cleared through the Charlie airspace. Maintain
Yeah, I kind of like this whole Australia thing.
Cleared through the Charlie airspace Dark 831 Hotel.
I think if I do go back, I might do some Australia work in NeoFly. I think that might be kind of nice looking.
831 Hotel, you are leaving my airspace. Radar service terminated. Squawk 7000. Frequency change approved.
Squawk 7000. Frequency change approved Dark.
Actually, this plane is not half bad as a flying plane.
Hotel is type Day or TBM 912 miles southwest of Morabin, 4,400 feet. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Dark 831 Hotel.
I don't think I've flown this one before.
Squawk 1116.
Squawk 1116 Dark 831 Hotel.
Dark 831 Hotel radar contact 11 miles east of Yankee Sierra Lima Echo.
It doesn't have the best views out the cockpit, but it's not terrible either.
Cleared through the Charlie airspace Dark 831 Hotel.
Let's. Don't care. Don't know what that was, but don't care. This is all gorgeous. You know, I should do also. This might be kind of fun to do is before I get off tonight. I'm gonna fly this for a little bit. And then I might go either fly this one or another plane down into the Grand Canyon. That might be kind of cool looking. You're in final approach to Adelaide? Nice. How long is that flight from Melbourne to Adelaide? And what you flying?
Squawk 7000. Frequency change approved. Dark 831 Hotel. Melbourne Center, Dark 831 Hotel is type Air TBM 97 miles southeast of Yankee Sierra Lima Echo 2,100 feet. Request flight following.
Dark 831 Hotel, Melbourne Center. Squawk 1062.
God, that's cool.
Dark 831 Hotel.
Dark 831 Hotel radar contact 8 miles southeast of Yankee Sierra Lima Echo 1,400 feet. Altimeter 29.902.
Roger, Dark 831 Hotel.
Generic Yankee Mike Victor, you are 800 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain 2,000 feet altimeter 29.902. Generic
Is this out in the water?
You are 2,500 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain 3,400 feet altimeter 29.902. Climb and maintain 2,000 feet of generic Yankee Mike Victor.
Interesting.
Climb and maintain 3,400 feet generic Zulu Charlie Juliet.
This little thing's kind of maneuverable. Kind of like it. All right. We're going to go do one more run. I think I'm going to run this one through the Grand Canyon, and then I'm going to wrap it for the night, I think. Let's see here. Vegas, Grand Canyon's down in here somewhere. Can I get... Go. Let's see. Vegas is there. Flagstaff, Kingman, Canyons should be up here, right? Yeah, Grand Canyon West. And then... Dare 930 was kind of nice. Because it was quick, but fly something a little weirder. What's another plane that I haven't flown yet? I haven't flown any of the Robins. But I want to fly something, the Acon A5. Not very fast. It looks like it's got a windshield that goes for days. Same with the CTSL. You know what? We're running this one. We're going to run you through the Grand Canyon. All right.
For traffic dark 831 Hotel taking off runway 17 departing straight out.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be nice for cockpit view.
Okay, everybody went upstairs and or in bedrooms, so
Nice.
I don't have to be on mute the whole time.
Flying a. We're gonna go fly down through the Grand Canyon, I think. In a super light. Climb angle too low. Stuff it.
Excuse me.
This is weird looking. Flying down in the canyon. My great uncle, I think, got in trouble for flying his, well, he lost his license is what he did, for flying his plane down inside the mouth of Mount St. Helens in the late 80s. And I think my dad has them, but my grandfather got some really cool pictures. He had them on slides. I think Dad digitized them, but I'm not sure. I'll have to ask him. But Dad's got all the pictures of the mouth of the crater of Mount St. Helens.
That's cool.
I mean, the FAA yanked his license for that maneuver, but, you know.
But it happens.
You know, flying in the mouth of an active volcano.
Yeah.
Sure is going to ruffle some feathers somewhere. If I knew where in Utah those crazy mountain formations and all that stuff is, I'd go fly up to those. I'll have to find those at some point. Alright, we are going to kick off to the other direction of this thing. Flying from an external view is just so much weirder. After having played this game as much as I have from like an internal view or whatever, coming to an external view to fly is very interesting. think up here I'm going to go to the left split.
Excuse me.
It's all canyonous, but... This was one of the cool trips that Dad took us when we were kids. We did a tour thing of the Grand Canyon.
I'd like to go someday.
Yeah, we'll have to go someday. Wait till the kids get a little bit older and then not take them. Thought about making one last trip out to California sometime this summer before Dad moves out here.
Yeah.
Just to kind of like a last farewell tour for myself.
Yeah.
Because I'll have no other family, nothing really to bring me back to Southern California again. I mean, I've got cousins that live out there, but...
Yeah.
This is going to be close. Uh-oh, I'm stalling out. I didn't make it out of the canyon. We're slamming into the side of the canyon. And that's that. Oh, that was cool. I think, though, stalled out. Darren, it was good talking to you. I think I'm going to be getting off here for the night, though. I got some trash to take out and stuff to do out there. Not that it's going to get picked up on time tomorrow anyway, but, you know. The one time that I don't is the one day that it will get picked up on time out here.
Yeah, maybe, because they're trying to get ahead of for the storm.
Yeah, it's been good, man. I stream Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I play this mixture of Flight Sim, which I've been playing a lot more lately. I play Elite Dangerous occasionally. I play, Flying Australia. That was gorgeous. I'm about to do a lot more flying in Australia. I play Star Citizen occasionally, RuneScape, kind of all over the place. But I've been playing this more and more because I really enjoy it. So, I appreciate you coming out. It's been great, everybody. I will be back on Sunday. 3 p.m. Eastern Time US is when I'll be back live again on Sunday. So I appreciate all you guys. Thank you all for coming out and spending time with me tonight. And we will be back this weekend. Be safe out there. If you're in this area in the Midwest somewhere, be safe out with all the snow and ice and everything that's coming. It's about to get crazy. But you guys have a great night. I will be back on Sunday. Love you all. Thank you. Be safe.
I wasn't always just a single shade, a palette full of gray in reverie. And I can burn it brighter than the sun. I have a golden gun inside of me. Don't box me in. Don't I'd rather be a dreamer, I'd rather be free, I'd rather be a leader, I'd rather be a queen, I'd rather be a singer in a trashy cover band. I'd rather be a closer, I'd rather be clean, I'd rather be a poser in a magazine, I'd rather be pretty much anything else. And if I fall behind, ignoring all the signs, and if I lose the fight,